This is an important video for all the people who have been following me for some time. I am at a crossroad in my life, in my understanding of human nature. I'm going to share all that with you in this brief video clip. I have considered my teaching and my interaction with people and its impact on the general public. I want to make some important changes based on my current understanding of life. I'm going to first renounce my old identity, and that being the identity of a guru. The trip to Egypt, which I undertook in February, has been an eye-opener. 5,000 years ago, the Egyptians had a better knowledge, had an understanding that is just simply not linear scientific knowledge, but a knowledge that comprised of a holistic understanding in which you have access to the knowledge from all the galaxies. I just wanted to incorporate it into my teaching. I realized the need to renounce my limited identity. Not that I am going to drop or I think that what I have given you so far are invalid. But I am going to expand the horizon. For instance, I have always been telling you how to work with the wisdom of the yogis, the wisdom of the gods and goddesses of the Indian tradition. But now I am going to incorporate the wisdom that is coming from the Egyptian gods and goddesses. Later on, I am planning to take a trip to Greece and then also understand and incorporate them also into our consciousness. I have had training to do that while I was a graduate student at the University of Pittsburgh. Carl Jung and Mircea Eliade both had the concept of archetype, although their concepts of archetypes are a little different from one another. They acknowledge that higher intelligence resides with the archetypes who reside in the unconscious. Jung put this idea out in his book, The Man and His Symbols. The archetypes are there forever, and they are available to both modern and the pre-modern cultures. In other words, they are gods and goddesses. They are intelligence from different galaxies. You can call them aliens or extraterrestrials. Or if you don't believe in them, just they are the power of the unconscious intelligence, beyond the mind intelligence. My primary teaching is going to be on the study of the human mind. My centers will be called the Center for Mind Science. Reflecting this, there will be changes that will take place down the road in my website and the presentation of my teaching material. Also, I am going to incorporate a lot of science, modern Western science, in interpreting the archetypes and how they can put us in the domain of a higher intelligence. My goal is going to remain the same. I have repeated many times that my goal in this lifetime is to alleviate pain and suffering. Modern science, although has done a lot to alleviate pain, it has no methodology as of yet to totally free man from physical, emotional, psychological pain. We have to come to a place to understand that there is a need to incorporate other forms of knowledge or wisdom to supplement our educational system. That's going to happen through the study of mind. So my efforts hereafter will be bringing the scientists and the spiritualists to come to a round table and exchange their models so that we can evolve a holistic system that can benefit both the scientists and the spiritualists. I will respect, I have always done this, all traditions, modern or pre-modern, that have contributed to the human culture and knowledge traditions. It is a fallacy to say that one tradition is primitive, the other is sophisticated. There is no prejudice possible in my view of looking at reality. Everyone is revealed a certain facet of the secret. And it is important to incorporate all of them, whether it is knowledge from the philosophers or the science from scientists. Then only we can grow as a community to solve our common problems. Still, there are a lot of people suffering on this planet without food, without water. We cannot call ourselves civilized until we have put an end to human suffering. We all belong to one community, the community of people on planet Earth. And that will also be my primary goal, to unite all races, all nations, to come and work for the good of the humanity. So my charity programs will keep continuing, but there won't be any particular identity. You will see the programs developed in a way that we include all archetypes belonging to different traditions, playing an important role in empowering the human race to give us a higher mind. I know that sometime before I developed this science called mind-sound technology. Mind is a bunch of sounds, is the premise on which this science was founded. If there is no language, we cannot think. So our conceptual thinking is dependent on the mind, and the mind is dependent on language, and language is dependent on the sound wave. So the fundamental equation is mind equals sound. So mind-sound technology will be my scientific wing of the organization. I'm going to undertake a global tour. First I will start in the United States, then in Canada and in Europe. To present my new understanding to the world. The YouTube also will play an important role. I'm going to put out a lot of YouTube clips explaining the new teaching that I'm going to make available for the future. In the meantime, I must tell you that the old teachings are not going to go away. They represent the absolute truth. So there is no change about it. But I am going to supplement them with the new knowledge that I have acquired. So how the merger will take place will be revealed through newsletters that I will be personally writing, and also through YouTubes. And I will also write an exclusive newsletter explaining your daily practices. That will be my priority, and I'm going to set apart some time to do that job. I am delighted that my horizon has now been pushed to an infinite space, that I could see the unity of all religions, of all cultures, of all wisdom. And the merger of all this is going to create the golden age.